start off with a game that me and my friend, I call it Gnaphy, play online. I'm just teaching her how to play, so she doesn't really know everything, but I think she did very well. This is, I think, the second time we played, and so judge for yourself. I'm just going to be going through the game. I was playing white, she was playing black, so off we go. I start off with her popping at e4, she played g5, d4, bg7. This is where my move moves. I generally start off on the b file, but I do like my bishops. e5, I push forward, h6. I think this could have been done better elsewhere, with say d5 or e6, but like I said, she's just learning, and this was just for fun. So I move out my bishop, attacking the f7 pawn. She moves to attack. I move to attack the rook, which she didn't see, as evidenced by a6. So I reminded her, and she played a stalling move. So she played with her bishop. I moved back, and she flew on the gift board to b7. And I castle. Part of this was to help show what castling is, and how it's used. So that's one of the reasons I liked it. But notice on the queen side, for black, there's a bit of a stone wall and a bad bishop. So rook to a7. I don't particularly like this move. I prefer either bringing a knight or moving into another pawn, preferably on d5. But so to stop that, I play d5. She takes, I take, she takes, I take. The material is even at this point, but I'd say that position-wise, I do have the advantage here. My queen's in the middle of the board, my bishop's in a good spot, my knight's in a good spot, and granted, her rook can come out in a hurry. Both bishops are trapped by my queen and pawn there, and that blanketed bishop there isn't doing a hell of a lot at the moment. She pushes out to try and get her rook into the action. I take my knight. She moves her knight out, which I think is a good move. I play a4, trying to make that queen side a little more interesting. So she plays that, which I think is a very good move. It helps put pressure on my king, and if her bishop on g7 comes into the action, it could end up quite well. So I make it up for my king, she castles, and I move my rook. So it's getting into the action as well. e6, trying to chase my queen out of there, but doesn't go over quite as well. I take, she takes with the right pawn, ironically, being the left pawn, but the correct pawn, I should say, in my opinion, because it's just, it helps protect the king more. Queen d4, moving my queen out of the way, so she did manage to chase it away, but not very far. Rook to d8, bringing the rook into the action. I might have gone with rook to d7, going for the a rook, but we'll see. I move my pawn in, she moves her queen. Now, she doesn't see the knight there protecting the queen, which is why she will, in the next move, move her queen away. Because I go rook to e1, try to put some pressure on that file. She retreats. She doesn't have to. I'm not looking for the exchange at the moment. Maybe an exchange of knights, however, not queens. So she moves in to not only block the rook there, but also to try and attack my pawn. So I move my bishop into defend. She moves in to attack my lone pawn there, protect the pawn. That will become important. I move to attack her rook, which I'm assuming she didn't see. And also notice that I am now focusing very heavily on that h6 square. As evidenced by bishop takes h6. Now, I want to tell you the reasoning behind this. I want her king exposed, which happens right there. Personally, I would have done either f6 or f5, or maybe even king to f8 instead, because her king gets in a little bit of trouble. Would have actually been mate there had she not moved f5 or f6. I still move her for the check, move her for the check again, which is a bad move, because it leaves me very little to do, actually. She moves in her knight to try and warden off that area. It works. I move in to attack her queen, and she takes that pawn. Now, that c2 broke will become a thorn in my side right now, so keep a good eye on it. Not sure what I was thinking there. Maybe, no, I really can't think of what I was doing there. That's the obvious blunder, because that takes h7. I move for check, 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 and then I take back that rook. But that pawn leaves a hole. Now, I wouldn't think that this was too good of a move. It does allow for that. So she has to move her king out, and it lets me get onto that rook. The knight leads to not a bad check, just I wouldn't say an especially good check. I move to attack the queen, she checks. I just take the knight. This leads to a series of checks. Protecting that file for whatever reason. She checks. I run back to here, and we're back to playing the rook game. She goes back there. I'm assuming to go to g7. I take the pawn. She moves forward, which isn't a bad move. It helps have my king in, but I go after her queen again, and we exchange. King moves. I go after that other pawn. She checks. And here she's pretty much at moves. I take the pawn, and there she sacrifices rook. And from here it's simple checkmate. But I think she did remarkably well. Really too well. That doesn't mean that her game is any easier. And considering she hasn't really played chess that much, I think that's good team on her part. So that's all for now, I think. Good night.